we're back. Let's continue. Eventually we're going to get the South Nar Marches as one of our territories. That'll be really nice because then we can start traipsing out through this area and be able to actually talk to our kingdom. But until that time, getting all the way back here straight sucks.
Time to get some rest, isn't it?
I know it is, bro, but we got stuff to sell first. Let's do that. I have to make that hard decision on. We're keeping the team to 4. We're going to really bring it up to 5. We might need 5. The trolls are tough. And having pets like the skeletons are pretty useful. Having the dogs are less useful, I guess. Jubilos is good. We'll load up on, say, healing scrolls and potions, I'd say. And we have harems. We have a healer proper, even if he's subpar. Again, am I keeping anything? The emerald, possibly. And those we're keeping. Longbow we don't need. Light mace I don't need. Don't need the masterwork crossbow. Doing good. Alright. Anything that I need to take. Plenty of those. And if we're on a team of 5, that's still 3 rests. I'm cool with that. So we're good. The numbers there. Let's go to the cleric over here and buy out some of her cure light wound stuff. I mean, hell, I'd almost want to buy all of them. They're heavy though. We'll churn through them pretty quick though. Maybe we don't need 80. Maybe we'll take like 40 or so. That'll help us top off cheaply. I'm going to take 3 of the diamond dust in case I actually do start using things like stone skin. We'll need 5 to 10 every time we cast that. I'm going to take a couple delay poisons just in case. Resist acid, cold, electric, and fire just in case. We'll take a few of these inflict because we are going to take the undead lady, I think, with us and leave the Inquisitor behind. So 10 should keep her topped off reasonably okay. We're going to go check what's going on with the kingdom first because something happened inside, right? Might be a cutscene. Let's see. Yep, cutscene. What we got here? Probably telling us about the trolls. Stefano Moskoni, a man before you reeks of vanity. His black hair is curled, styled, and generously waxed from the hair atop his head to the points of his moustache. His cheeks and forehead are powdered white, giving him a pallid look. His hands rest casually on the golden hilt of his rapier. As he approaches, a mean, sly smile appears on his face, clearly practiced and prepared in advance. Ah, the ruler of this barony. I am flattered by your attention. Sir Stefano Moskoni of Pitax, at your service. The man performs a derisive bow. What brings a Pitaxi noble to my barony? I was just traveling back home to glorious Pitax after paying a visit to Restov, all in service to King Castruccio Irovetti. Nice name, buddy. I thought I might take a day to visit the capital of Pitax's bold new neighbor. Sir Stefano sniffs, then grins. I must say, I really should have spared myself the trouble. It's hardly worth seeing. Lawful good. I'm always open to criticism so long as it's fair and reasonable. Well then, I'll gladly give you my report. Sir Stefano's voice takes on a condescending tone. Follow along on your fingers, assuming you can count. 1, your army is weak. 2, you lack the guards to properly defend your lands, so you must choose between the villages, the towns, and the trade routes. 2, your economy is in shambles. You have to personally resolve an issue of tax collection with some lowly inn, and it seems your treasury even depends upon the handful of coins. And 3, your culture is, well, non-existent, really. What do you even have? No art galleries, no universities. Sir Stefano waves his hand dismissively. Your capital may as well be a cowshed, with you, a donkey, sitting atop a heap of hay. Wow, what a dick. No matter how weak my barony may be, you have no right to speak to me in such a tone. Well, screw that. Indeed, what was I thinking? What value could there be in speaking to someone who can barely understand the words of an educated noble? I've learned what I wish to know. I bid you farewell. Sit and spin, prick. A-hole. Hate that guy. Okay, here's Juby. Jublas cordially greets you with a document. Baron, you will never guess what your treasurer is holding. He weighs a paper above his head. The ink on it seems still wet. This is a list of things that tumbled out of the wall of your own basement as the workers were undertaking repairs. Jublas adjusts his glasses and starts reading. A gilded guard, one silverware, 3 a set of old coins. The list is long and varied, so I'll get straight to the point. It appears that your co-workers uncovered the Stag Lord's secret cache, items stolen from his own henchmen. Finding the true owners of these things would be a hard and thankless job, while taking these trinkets for your own chests is complicity to expropriation. Expropriation. There we go. In other words, robbery. As your financial advisor, I recommend a compromise. Appraise these riches and spend an equal amount on reviving the villages laid to waste by the bandits. Let these treasures bring some good to those who suffered most under the Stag Lord. Let's see. So we have these things don't belong to me anymore than they belong to the Stag Lord. Order them returned to the people, which again would be giving us a loyalty +3. The owners of these things might be dead or on the run. We will use them to revive the villages that suffered the most under the Stag Lord's reign, +3 to community. Or we can just keep it for ourselves and get 60 BP. I say we give it the community. Jublas nods solemnly. I knew you would follow my advice. Community +3, and now we have support the treasurer's endeavors. Boom. Good job. Very nice. Ooh, even more. Well, this must be from the first curse. Your Grace, we are victorious. We fought off the spider invasion and defeated the strange dryad who led them. As a sign of gratitude, your subjects have a special reward for you. 2,800 bucks. That's a nice reward. I wonder, was this flood of spiders truly caused by that curse? I mean, the curse must be ancient and very ominous. The spiders were definitely scary as hell, but scary as well, but they weren't ancient and ominous. I agree with Lindsay. This does seem strange. Seems more like the plot of an insane dryad than a true curse. Then how can we explain the dismal atmosphere on the bald hilltop? The pressure both of us felt there, John. Maybe the curse drove the poor dryad insane, causing her to lead this spider invasion into the barony? Tristan shakes his head incredulously. In any case, I have alarming news. As soon as the spider invasion was over, I visited the bald hilltop again. It's grown quiet once more, and just as gloomy as before. I don't think the curse is broken, just laying low, like a monster that rests before it feeds again. What? Again? I am sorry for bringing the bad news. Unfortunately, we failed to defeat this curse for good. How much time do we have? Oh, a fair amount. I'd say half a year or even more. Now that the bald hilltop is quiet again, I can barely feel its evil will. I'm sure we will have enough time to prepare for the next attack. I want to deal with this problem once and for all. What do you recommend? Yes, let's level the bald hilltop to the ground and put an end to this curse. I doubt we will be able to defeat it in such a straightforward fashion. The heart of the curse is undoubtedly centered on the bald hilltop, but the spiders appeared all throughout the barony. I don't think we are going to do any damage to the curse by destroying the hilltop. I would expect exactly the opposite. We'd only provoke it into attacking again, immediately on the heels of the last. No, the best we can do for now is make sure we're prepared for the next attack. Don't be such a pessimist, Tristan. We might truly be able to overcome the curse, but only by studying it thoroughly, like our curse study missions. Your Grace, I will gather all the information available on this situation and get to work. Well, let's prepare for the next attack. Tristan nods, very wise. If only we knew more about the curse, we might figure out some way to fight it. Lindsay says, I don't understand. I spoke to the locals. They never had any spider invasion before, and nothing ever happened on the bald hilltop before either. Now both spiders and the curse, right when the new barony appeared in the Stolen Lands? All of this seems mighty coincidental. Agreed, Lindsay. We're being set up. Set up, I tell you. Framed! Bet you wanna? What do you know about it? +1 to relations for visitors waiting in the thing. Treasurer requests your attention. +1 to economy for talking to our treasurer. Success for visitors waiting in the castle. That's that jackass we just kicked the hell out. And Stat-wise, now we finally have an economy of 21. So now we have another rank-up option, and this is Juby. We definitely want this, but we're not going to do it now. But he will be the first one, in my opinion. So, that's cool. Another curse has reared its ugly head. Research into the nature of the curses, the Bald Hilltop. Again, takes a lot of time. And again, the only person that can do either of these right now is Jad. The other advisor is the one that's missing from the other 5, and that's the Arcane Advisor. They can do it, and chances are that's going to be our gal Octavia, because she's really good at that sort of thing. We also have Every Little Bit Helps and Problems for the Troll Sightings. Now, obviously, he's still on hiatus, but we still have time to do our stuff and come back and do that. Let's do this one. Every Little Bit Helps. And Jubilos has 14 days to accomplish it. Plus 3 to economy. Sounds good to me. Okay. We want to do a hard save here so we don't mess it up. And then we're going to do a quick save as well. We're going to bounce out of here. And I believe we had people that were tired. So let's take a look at our books. First I want to make sure that Harem has his spells prepared. Delay poison. That's all I can ask for, brother. Although, you know what? I think I'm going to make 2. Our front line, him and me, need to have delay poison. And then, of course, our undead has immunity to poison. Jubilos can cast his own. Ekin will be the only one left out, and that's okay with me. Let's look at gear. Before we take new people on the party, we need to make sure that they have stuff. He's got his full plate. Doesn't need the Cloak of Resistance, but Ekin, he can use it. Nice, nice. He's missing all kinds of stuff. So before we leave people behind, what can we pilfer off the bodies? We'll leave the wisdom. Ooh, bracers of archery. Hey, there we go. Hey, bro, you're really good with those now. Nice protection for you. Extra strength so you can carry more and do more damage with your bow. Solid choice there, in my opinion. Harem. He's good. He's got really everything I would want him to have. Is there any kind of headgear we can give him? Oh, we can take a necklace, though. Give him the better version. No reason for them to be subpar. I could take the full plate for Harem, matter of fact. +1, let's do that. Again, every little bit helps, and she's not coming with, sadly. Cool. Does he got a ring? He's got a ring. Doesn't need a cloak because he's got a shield. I'm taking this from Tristan and giving that to our undead lady. Just on the... Oh, no, wait, she already has one. Do I have one? Oh, we do. Never mind, Tristan. My bad, bro. You can totally have this bag. Nothing. I'm scoping out stuff like here. Nothing there that I need to worry about. She has lesser bracers, and that's fine. She's got nothing that we're going to steal from her. He's got pretty good stats right now. Oops, Lindsay. Taking the wand from you, kiddo. I don't know that I won't need it. I have a necklace for dodge and explorer's belt, and anybody use that that's coming with. I have my stuff. Ekin's got his for strength. Juby's got his for dex. But I'd rather he have con. So let's swap out with Lindsay. Lindsay, you can have the dex belt. Juby, you get the con one. Because he can buff his dexterity 2 different ways. He's got Cat's Grace spell, and he has his Mutagen. And the Cat's Grace spell would not stack with a belt. So I feel good about that. We have a decent number of healing potions, or potions, scrolls, potions besides. So I feel good there. If I need extra protection for my main, I can always put on the Arcane Protector in his offhand. Yes, I'll swing like a pansy, but at the very least I'll have 3 extra armor. Now let's get some mage armor potions, or actually, there's John. Maybe he can sell us some of that stuff.
How may I serve you? Your
Pricing descending. It's going to be the cheapest stuff. Oh, what do you got for me, bro? I'm going to take a couple more of those just because. Nope, he don't got him. Alright. Time to muscle it. Oh, we needed to rest. Duh. There we go. Okay, now we're ready. And we don't have anything we want to drop off here in the kitty, right? Nope. Should be good.
I'm there.
So we should have multiple days still to complete this quest and come back. So the goal is going to be a one-trip exit. So that's our team. These guys had to go to complete quests, and the only reason that I care is A, he needs to be there for a specific reason. These guys need to be there because they want to be there, and that gives us XP and gold. So what the hell, might as well do it. So this is one, like I said, one of those rare exceptions where I'm taking more than I said I would. I could keep it to 4, like I said, but without those summons, man, we've become really accustomed to having those summons on our team. And even if it's just her and my stupid little, summons, the goblins, the 6 goblins, that's still extremely helpful. Something else back at home again. Jeez Louise, man. See what I'm saying? Stuff constantly showing up. Now, we don't have to do the Swamp Witches thing
Time
right
to get
now.
some rest, isn't it?
But this troll clearing in the monster den intrigued me. So let's do a quick save here.
Time to search for the spot to rest.
We'll check this out. Maybe we can get lucky. I may have to rest. We'll find out.
Adventures can wait.
The small glade showed signs of brutal troll feast. It was littered with gnawed bones. The ground was furrowed with marks from huge feet. The trees held gouges with sharp claws. And the branches had been adorned with the skulls of humans and animals, both old and new. Unfortunately, the trolls' tracks vanished outside the glade, but we could tell that the trolls used this place often. Ekin's usually expressionless face turned into a disgusted grimace. You could see the pain he felt as he looked upon the remains of the trolls' victims. Finally, looking away, he said, "They'll come back. We need an ambush." Harem ran his hand across one of the skulls. With a sad smile on his face, the priest slowly shook his head. I got chills just imagining what thoughts might be crossing his mind at that moment. Having prepared our ambush, we waited. The trolls were really taking their time. The sun rose higher and higher, but we heard nothing from the woods but birdsong and the buzzing of insects. Ekin froze, keeping his bow at the ready as he gazed into the woods. His eyes would focus every now and again on the remains hanging from the trees. His expression was one of strong determination. He would wait for the trolls, and he would kill them all. The fruitless waiting began to tire us out. We continued to wait. As the sun set, the glade was still empty. Darkness spread across the scraps of the trolls' feast, and the grass began to fill with the dim lights of fireflies. Ekin flexed his muscles, tired of the long, motionless wait. I could be wrong, he said regretfully. We may be waiting in vain. For 2 hours, Dubois had been reading a book. He held it closer and closer to his eyes as the sun went down. When his nose finally bumped into the book, he slammed it shut and stowed it in his backpack. Can we be on our way? It's clear we won't be getting any bites here. Wait some more. Thank you, the ranger said with a nod. That was cowardly of me. Torag teaches not to give up. We will wait, and we will get what we waited for. Hearing Dee's name, Harem gave a disdainful snort. Ekin paid him no mind and continued waiting. Jublas sighed ostentatiously. Indeed, why hurry? We'll just hang around here and wait for the bodies of our enemies to float on down the river. I mean, first we'd need a river to wend its way through these parts, but we're patient, aren't we? We can wait for that as well. Ambushes take time. We continued waiting in the hope that the trolls would show themselves eventually. It was late at night. We listened to the sounds of the forest, waiting to hear the roar of a troll at any moment. Instead, all we heard was the hooting of owls. Our muscles grew numb. Our eyelids grew heavy. Loud snoring came from the bushes in which Jublas had hidden himself. Harem yawned loudly. Like all else, he said in a melancholic tone, "This too shall pass." We continued waiting. With little hope remaining. We failed the lore check. Nope. Scumming it. I want to see what that lore check is. Sorry, guys. Ambush. Wait. Failed the lore check. How hard is that check? Gotta roll better than a 1, bro. We can do this. I want to see what that check is. we waited this long. We burnt up so much time and we were exhausted. I want to find out that we got something for our efforts. Hey, XP. The sky began to lighten, the hooting out, blah, blah, blah. Alert, now we reached for our weapons, but instead of trolls, what we saw jump into the glade was a huge deer. Succeeded at lower nature check. Arrows buzzed through the air and the animal fell to the ground. It seemed the ambush hadn't been a complete waste. At least we got 6 camping supplies at 108 XP. What? Well, alright. Clearly we need to rest. Yeah, time to rest. So, rest, manage. Let's put everybody where they need to be. I don't mind using the rations. Not that we can't hunt. 15. Best camouflage, that's you. 12. He's good at that. He's good here, he's good here, he's good doing blend into the night. And I will cook a nice hearty meal for the team. We will not hunt. Because we just got done hunting. Begin resting.
If you worship Dorraj, why not honor the other dwarven gods? Angrad, Magrim.
I respect all gods who are not evil, even your Grotus. You should do the same.
Yeah. They're going to fight like this a lot. Alright, what we got here? Prepared our hearty meals. We got our saving throw buff for 16 hours. And we successfully did the camouflage. So, time for a monster den. Clearly we're going to buff for this one. We'll probably have to rest at least once or twice at the trolls, or the old dwarven outpost. So we'll try to keep this to a minimum.
No one stands in my way.
Let's just have her buff her on my character, because I need to be probably the point guy. Which, by the way, Dora,
I'll take care of it.
need a shield spell on her. And I'm going to have you activate this to make sure you're going to last for a decent amount of time. Fire off a bless spell. And buff the weapon.
Yes.
Harem, do you have any more spells that we need to put into the kitty? Nope, looks like you have everything you're supposed to have. Alright, let's do this. Stuff, things,
In due time.
treasure. Thank you.
I'm there.
Anything? Oh, what's that? That'd be a body. Alright, so we're going to assume that the trouble is there. Ooh, an ancient wyvern. Okay.
It's time
we could do the
to
skeletons.
Waiting bores me.
I can do a web spell, trap them up there, try to shoot them and stuff. That's always an option. I have
My
my...
skills are absolute.
Well, I don't have any short swords. I need to get one of those. I could poison the thing.
Everyone is mortal in this world, especially when I'm around.
I am never
If we
wrong.
poison it, and I basically am the center point of attention.
I'm losing my temper.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to have her cast hers.
We
So I
should
can
move.
just straight up move.
Who will prevail?
Okay, so now I'm in the range of it. I'm immune to the poison. So I can actually run up in there and do some stuff. I'm going to have Ekin come up to the side over here. Pepper this fool.
Glad you dead.
Breath weapon of poison. Interesting. Juby. You. Throwing bombs, but we're going to stagger ourselves over here again.
Clever ploy.
Acid seems to work okay. Doggo. You're going to come over here and probably help me if I need you. I need shield. Harem. You stand over here and do this part. Nice. Proto, delay. You can't delay. Oh, because you cast the spell. Alright, so in your turn, Doro. You're going to try this move. Attack, spell, and then swing. Okay, now I missed, but that's okay. Next time it still stays on my charge for my weapon, so until I hit, unless I cast another spell, I should be okay.
Cannot hide from me.
And he's nauseous. See the effect on his head? So he's not going to do anything. So we can just light him up with range stuff.
Primitives.
Because he's not going to get out of that until he leaves the cloud. He should always fail. Be currently under the effect while he's in the cloud. He will stay under that effect until he leaves, and then time wears off. So we can stand back here and just switch to range and stuff.
Repent.
And just shoot at him from a distance. Feel free to use your cantrip.
Out of my way!
My
This
turn.
will hurt.
There we go. Oof, that was a nice solid crit too. Beautiful. Ekin.
Nowhere to run.
Nice. Tuba
Will
lost.
they ever learn?
No, no joy. Doggo, in your turn. Harem, shoot him.
Your life ebbs low.
Nice. Proto.
Run them
Blast
through!
him. It's alright.
You should
It
have run.
helps. Sadly, nothing there. Ekin.
True.
Yeah. Good work, team. Nice to know they can pull together as a team quickly. Oh, we got dead bodies, loot. Ooh, that looked like a
I
bow.
do
Is that a
what I
cow?
must.
Oh, that's a horse. Oh, good lord. It was apparently hungry. Oh, we got a bow. Let's take a look at that. It is a lucky longbow composite. How does it compare? 7 to 14, 7 to 14. Same damage. Luck of the draw. What is that feat? Oh, crit modifier. That's got to be what it is. ×4 modifier. New bow for you, bro. I'll let you carry both of them. Because this one lets them activate that spell. But that's way better. Actually, now that I think about it, he doesn't need the spell. Because it gives a competence bonus. This gives a competence bonus. It won't stack. So, yeah, we'll take that back and put it on somebody. Her, I guess. Anyway. Like yay. And we got some scale mail +1. Oh, I didn't even give him better armor. Sorry, bro. There you go. Nice little +1 scale mail for you. That's a nice upgrade. He's losing out on the armor from his dex. He's only getting 3 of the 5, but that's okay. Still would rather him have that than the leather. Oop, and I just saw we had a recipe to read. Succulent sausages. Nummy, nummy, nummy. Alright. I think that's everything here. Let's just take a once over on our map. Sure they didn't leave us some god-awful treasure in some corner. Common stuff is usually over here. This map, it gets reused. Yeah, for example, sweet syrup. Definitely want the sweet syrup. Alright, let's bounce. And just that quick, we're ready to go to the Trolls' old dwarven outposts. Oh, that's probably where we'll call it quits for this video, even though this one's a little shorter than the other two. It's getting late here and I do want to get rest. But we'll go inside, get to a nice spot, and then rest.
I'm off.
Jublas says, "Splendid. I knew you couldn't hide from me forever, you elusive dwarven outpost." Jublas digs the map out of his pocket and makes a mark on it. "That's it. On behalf of all the institutions of Innersea, I hereby thank you. As a matter of fact, I'm even qualified to reward your help in hard coin." He gets out his purse and throws it to you. "He was holding out on me, 1,800 bucks. Now all I have to do is finish my article for the Independence about the state of affairs in your barony." Jublas looks at you defiantly. "I will be honest with you. Unfortunately, I can't write anything too good. Monsters roaming the roads, minimal educational level, and the traveler needs some unprecedented luck to be able to find an interesting sights or landmarks. Sadly, these lands are not attractive, neither for potential settlers nor for tourists." If you're so set up to be impartial, don't forget to mention that the Baron of these lands tends to major problems personally, so all of them will be solved in the near future. Ahem, you know, you are right. I will add a paragraph somewhere near the end telling readers that the barony is still developing and it has some positive trends. I'll need some time to finish my article. Until then, I'll stay at your capital. I'm sure you don't mind. Great. By the way, I'd be pleased to travel with you sometime if you wanted to have a conversation with someone smarter than your usual companions.
I'm there.
That usually pisses off Octavia, by the way, if she's on the team. Or Valerie. I can't remember which. We got 2 level ups here, so let's do a quick pause. We'll do that, and then we'll end the game for the day. My character. Where's my sword sync sheet? No, not you. Here we are. Level 8, so nothing really to choose. Skill ranks. Always intelligence. Always athletics, trickery, arcana, perception, persuasion, and then if you can, use magic device. Or knowledge world. I think I can get that one up too, right? Where does it say? I didn't write down my skills, but that's okay. I'm fairly certain that that's accurate because my intelligence is going to go up on the next dip once we get to level 12. It'll go up to 24 here. That'll be another score of points to come back. They retroactively show up. So I'll catch this one up, this one up, this one, and this one always. And then it'll be either catching up world or catching up use magic device. That should be good. Going there, and spells. Notice we have quite a bit that we've knocked out of the park. All level 1s are done, as you know, if you followed the beginning of the video. I have most of my level 2. I don't need effortless armor for myself anyway, and it's a personal effect, so there's no reason to have it. But the Cat's Grace, Bull Strength, Bear's Endurance are staples. I should get them, but again, once I get belts of +4 for any of these stats, these items or these spells become useless for me personally. That doesn't mean I can't cast them on my team, my pets. You know, like the wolf that joined us, the dog. But I can get Lightning Bolt and I can get Slow, and you better believe I'm taking them. Nice. Juby? Level 6 Alchemist, and he gets a discovery. Now you get to see some fun. Okay. Here's the laundry list. Here's the ones you can't get right now. I'll point you to some really interesting ones. Mummification at level 10. You need Preserve Organs first. That's one of the other discoveries. Let's show you that one. Preserve Organs is the one that you can get 3 times. Each time you get it, you lower his chance of being critted or sneak attacked by 25%. So a maximum of 75%. So he basically is a tanky son of a bitch with this 3 times on. If you get it just once, it's more than enough to get at level 10 Mummification. This gives him the following. He literally cannot be paralyzed or slept, and he's immune to cold. So literally he basically becomes like an undead character, which is awesome. So again, if he's up front, which again he'll be tanky, you could cast cold spells through him, like Cone of Cold, for instance. Blow right through him, he won't take any damage, and everybody past him will get hurt. That's a pretty solid strategy. Not my best choice, but it's solid. Here's his Mutagen Upgrades. Greater and Grand, and then of course here you get True Mutagen. So you don't even need these technically. They're upgrades, sure, but at 20, I know it's a long ways away, at 20 though he gets the biggin, and that's the +8 to strength, +8 to dex, and +8 to con with 1 chug. Pretty solid upgrade. He has bomb upgrades, or different bombs I should say, like his acid bombs. So force bombs are one of my favorites. So are holy bombs, solid choices. Curse bombs are a little trippy. Blinding bombs are weird. Some bombs don't do damage, so keep an eye out for that. It says it in the description. Instead of dealing damage, it does the following. Basically, this is like my nausea effect from my Stinking Cloud. Creatures that take a direct hit or in the splash area must succeed at a fortitude save or become nauseated for 1 round per 1d6 of damage. So he does 1, 2, 3 right now, all the way up to eventually 10, and of course with gear he'll do more. But basically that's just 3 rounds then. Creature is gnawed by the bomb can attempt another save each round. And again, not worth it in my opinion. A breath weapon. This is something that the Grenadier, the one that he's not, gets for free again. It's a breath weapon. He basically, instead of chucking a bomb, he swallows the bomb and spits it back out in a big cone of fire damage. Pretty cool ability, quite frankly. And I think with his precise bomb, I think your team might be immune to that then too, which is pretty cool. Dispelling bombs for obvious reasons. Explosion bombs are basically just like his fire bombs, but A, They have a bigger splash radius, which is awesome. And anyone with a direct hit gets caught on fire, meaning that they take damage until the fire is extinguished, and I have no idea what that means. Probably just every round until he dies, or gets healed, maybe. Here's the potion stuff I was telling you about. The Enhanced Potion, equal to his caster level. Extend Potion, doubling the duration. And again, they do stack. So again, I can cast a potion this way. That's normally 1 minute, now it's 2. If I do this one, it's 6 minutes because it's 1 minute per caster level, and it's now treated as caster level 6, his caster level. If I have both, I can literally have that be 6 minutes now turn into 12 minutes of buff. You see the appeal here? That's why I like these ones. So I'm going to grab the enhanced one. Infusion is the ability for him to use his quote-unquote spells on the team. That's the other one that you probably really want. But again, I like the enhanced potion. We have potions, and our potions just got better now. Give them to him. Like if you need it, give it to him. Have him pour it down your throat. You will benefit from his enhanced potion upgrade. It's pretty solid. Perception, use magic device, world, trickery. We're not gonna stealth so much. I want to unlock that Arcana though for him. And we will focus on his intelligence when we get to level 8. That'll be the next point, and that'll give us a bunch of back points that we can put into Arcana probably to catch him up again. Here, spells, again, show other levels. Here's his level 1 spells. You see we caught them all up by purchasing them, basically. Level 2, we're almost caught up, and he's not at yet level 3, so we're still doing fine. So we can get protection from arrows for himself, invisibility for himself. Remember, these are all still self-use stuff. Aid, Bear's Endurance, Owl's Wisdom. Probably on this list here, the one that's most important would either be Bull Strength, because he doesn't have a strength buff right now except for Mutagen, and they would stack, or Blur. Probably Blur is your go-to. Take a look at the book. Remember, anytime you get an upgrade, you want to check your books. Here, I'm happy to grab... Ooh, what? Nah. Maybe. That staggered effect comes in handy. Corrosive Touch, that would be a good one. Do it on my level 8. I do 8d6 or 8d5. Yeah, 8d4. There we go, of corrosive damage with my weapon. Web, it's helpful. Glitter Dust is useful. Or crowd control, but still blinds the target. That's helpful. Good Snowball, screw it. Snowball's fun. Level 3, I can get another Stinking Cloud. Get Haste, great for the team. Lightning Bolt, Fireball, Vamp Touch, all solid choices. And if I'm tanking it, technically speaking, this is probably a good idea. Remember, I get a bonus to my evocation spells though. So I could do like Fireball, and this thing would be, instead of being 8d6 of damage, it would be 9d6. Just like this one could be 9d6 of Lightning Bolt. Which, matter of fact, let's do Lightning. You shoot down the corridor to start a fight off. That sounds fun. You don't have yet access to that. Make sure we put the stuff where it belongs. And Snowball. Do I have everything from this one? 1, 2, 3. Yes, here. Stinking Cloud and Lightning Bolt. There we go. And did I get anything fancy here? Not per se. Let's actually put this stuff down there though. Activate the cat. It always shuts off when you go back to your base, which really sucks. Nothing else there. No, we're good. She knows what she's doing.
So,
He's
any
got his
brilliant
key.
ideas?
Let's find out what he's got on his list. Yep, everything where it needs to be. Did I upgrade his spell? No, I did not. What are we going to give him? Blur? Lesser Rest, though. He can only cast it on himself, but whatever. Resist Energy. Again, useful. See and Viz. Let's do Blur. And put that up here. Yes. Got some really nice uses to him. Now again, like I said, potions, are going to be his bread and butter. We'll take these out for the time being. We can always put these back in at a moment's notice. During pause of the game, you can actually load up your belt, by the way. See these potions here? Here's a fine example. Okay, I'm going to do info. Shield of Faith, just like the spells that any of these casters can cast. Harem's on the team, he probably has access to it. We know Eliza does. I know Jaethal has it on her list too. Tristan probably has 1 or 2. It's 1 minute per level, but the potion is level 1 by default. He has enhanced potion. He's level 6. So now this will not only last for 6 minutes, but look at the bonuses. Spells grant a +2 deflection bonus. Remember, the rings are +1. They don't stack. So this is still better. However, an additional +1 bonus, so +2 goes to +3 to +4 to +5 by level 18. So at 18 it's 5. At 12 it's 4. At 6, which is what he is, it's 3. So right now, by him pouring this down your throat, instead of it being a +2 for 1 minute, it's a +3 for 6 minutes. That's why we love Jujubee. This dude rules. Same with like Vanish. Now Vanish is a weird one. It doesn't say it in the tooltip. I'm going to read it to you. It's 1 round per level. It doesn't say it, but it only lasts for 5 rounds maximum. But again, he will get the full 5 rounds instead of it being 1. Basically, this is a weak invisibility spell. It's the same thing, just shorter duration. A +20 to your stealth. Useful for bugging out. Reduce person. Again, I wouldn't have to cast it from his spell book. He could just use a potion, and it would last several minutes, or he could pour it down your throat or help the team. Same with enlarged person. He could pour it down my throat and make me big and strong and tough. Ekin could be taller. His bow would shoot more damage. So again, potions are going to be sweet for this guy. So let's actually give him an enlarged person, a reduced person, just to remind us. Also, just as another reminder to you, healing potions have a cap on them too. Okay, so it's just like Cure Light Wounds, the spell, but it's a potion. But again, he can click it and pour it down your throat and give the enhanced potion buff, where it's cast at caster level 6. Notice it heals 1d8 points of damage +1 per caster level. Normally it's just a +1. So the minimum a potion could heal you would be 2. Maximum would be 9 for this potion. For anybody else, for him, he gets the full +5. So it's now a minimum of 6, maximum of 13. You see how cool he is? I'm just saying, potions now will be his trade. Don't ever, if he's on the team, don't ever let anyone drink from a potion if he's there and can easily do it for you. So that's a really nice buff. Same with like your resistance bonuses here. Normally it lasts only 10 minutes per level, 30 minutes. Now for him it's an hour. That's awesome. Heroism, 50-minute buff is now a 60-minute buff. That's not amazing, I'll grant you. It's only 10 more minutes, but hey, I'll take it. And again, he will excel at that stuff. So you will start stockpiling potions, not necessarily buying them. Not necessarily not. I mean, healing potions I'd buy, especially from Bakken because they're cheap. But by and large, if you have them, you're going to use them now more and more with him on the team. And if you want to have super fun, if you have another teammate that's not on the team, I mentioned earlier in another video, Scroll Savant. I keep saying it when I keep meaning to say Sword Saint. There is a class out there called Scroll Savant that is a wizard subclass. It's just like a wizard, more or less. Almost all the same stuff. Casting spells, spell books, all that jazz. But they have a couple really unique features. One is at level 10, any scroll that they cast, scrolls here, instead of it being the default caster level of the scroll, it's the caster level of the Scroll Savant. So now think about this. If you had an alchemist of any kind with that 2 discoveries that we talked about, enhanced potion and extend potion, all potions would go through them. The Scroll Savant would take every scroll, maximize, use magic device of course too, and she could be a better cleric than her cleric. You just have to have the scrolls in your pouch. See what I'm saying? That's a 1-2 combo from hell, and I've tried it before and it's amazing. I took it on the Tenebris Depths, just 2 people on a team that should be 6, and we crushed the Tenebris Depths. Now, to be fair, I had to beat the first floor or 2, kind of cheesing it a little bit because it's hard with just 2 people, but we wiped the floor with them. We kind of power level because we shut off XP share and all that fun jazz. So 2 people was getting the XP of 6. And those 2 guys were level 2, 3, 4 before you know it. And suddenly they were, drinking potions and casting spells from scrolls and wands and everything else and just crushing stuff. And it was super fun. Just saying, that's a viable option. But we're done here with that. My name is Brother Mutant. I want you to please like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell your friends about this channel if you think they'd be interested. Apologize for the crude language. It's just the neighborhood that I'm from, man. It's going to slip out all the time. I do apologize, but it's going to happen again. So I would not recommend this for your kids. With that, though, I'll see you guys soon. Bye now.